Hello and welcome Minecraft Blightfall. This is a Minecraft survival adventure pack. It's available on the Technic launcher and it's pretty sweet. Now, right now, you start the game here on this ship, which is named the Jaded. Um, they You're from another planet. Evidently, they've messed things up there, and they're trying to find a new planet that they can go and live in. Now, here's kind of the story. Uh, it looked like a perfect planet smack in the Goldilocks zone, full of minerals and even complete with pre-existing plant and animal life. When the scientists at Space Command saw the scan results, their jaws hit the floor. Plans to make a colony ship started that day. 4 years later, the starship Jaded set out on her maiden journey, but now that we've arrived, it's clear that things are not as they first appeared. A seething, teeming purple biomass covers the surface, spewing forth malign alien entities that cruelly murdered the initial scouts. We aren't sure if the scans are wrong, if something happened in the few years it took to warp here, or if Space Command were just lying to us. But this is not the paradise we were promised. We're leaving the rest of the colonists in cryostasis for now and sending you down to the surface as our last attempt before giving up and taking the Jaded and her colonists back to homeworld. We've got little to offer you besides a glass bioshelter to keep the aliens out. Resources are limited, and we're only willing to invest so much more into what will probably be a failed expedition. But if you're resourceful and lucky, perhaps we can find a way to make this colony work after all. So basically, they flew out here. They found the planet was not as great as they thought it was going to be. And now they've decided, well, we're going to send one more person down there to clean up the entire planet, and that's you. And if you don't do it, then, well, we're going to go home. So, this is like the computer room. This is the teleport beacon to get you back to the ship. I can't go anywhere yet. You have to find the other ones before you can teleport to that one. You're not supposed to take anything from this ship. Um, this is where you get the winning quest to win the game. And to do that, what you have to do is you have to clean the entire world of all that purple blinking stuff. And that's the stuff from Thonecraft, the taint, as it were, that is, that shows up when you get the Blight or what have you. To be honest, I don't know a whole lot about Thonecraft. So this will be a learning experience for me as well. There's a couple things you can do here on the ship before you go. So if you're playing this, one of the things that's important is that hunger becomes a big deal in this game. We've got Captain Shiitake. So if you talk to him, he'll tell you how to use the scanner and everything else. But if you talk to him a second time, you can choose just here to chat, and he'll be like, "What, really?" And he says that next time you come, he'll give you some of his food, and that's a big help. The other thing you can do is if you right-click the top of the scanner controller, it starts scanning again, and then if you right-click the side, you can get your merit badge. And now for him, all you have to really do is kind of wander away from him a little bit, walk around here. There are some different parts of the ship that you can go to. None of them are really useful. There is a area that lets you see some of the people who contributed to making this mod, Hall of Fame as it were. But if you come back to him, he gives you this wonderful box of food. So that's kind of nice. Let's see. We can go talk to Mirabelle Hackett. She's going to tell you to jump in one of the pods. There's 6 of them. There's 6 pods. This is the hardest one. That's why it's all dark and covered with, ooh, like a dungeon in there, with cobwebs and everything. And then you've got Epsilon, which is a desert. Delta, which is in like a clay biome. Gamma. Gamma's in the taiga, I think. Beta is on the savanna, and Alpha is just on the plains. Alpha is. Then you can go up here, talk to Mirabelle, and she will tell you what's going on here. She'll tell you, what I said. Alpha's the plains, Beta's the savanna. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, let's see, Delta. I'm going to go to Delta, which is, I think a lot of people start on Alpha and Beta, and I don't know if that's easier, but I don't think it's necessary, and I think this actually puts you in a really good spot at the beginning to kind of do some things. Maybe not in the order that the quest book wants you to, but this is a good spot to start, I think. So it does have some issues, but they're easily solved once you get in. And here we are. Okay. So here's one of the things, a tentacle. It's going to try to hit me. It's a wacky waving arm flailing inflatable tube man arm, and it will try to kill you. It does this thing if you're standing on this blight, all this yucky stuff out here. If you're standing on that near it, it makes like a tiny version of itself jump up out of the ground and hit you. And then if you get close to it, it whacks you really hard. So it's dangerous. But here we are. You've got a silver wood tree that you do not want to cut down. These things actually hold back this blight and keep it from infecting your dome. Okay, so you kind of have your dome here, and this will hold it all back for now. I don't know if there is a time limit in which it won't, but if you cut it down, it definitely will. There is a hole in the top, and that can be an issue if you start ending up with the bad evil spider. Oh, there's a sheep. There's an evil sheep over there. He's gonna try to kill us if we go out there. All the animals and stuff that become infected will try to kill you, and chickens are the worst. So now you got this quest book. You get a bookcase here. This bookcase has more quest books in it. So it's, if you lose one, you can get more. I don't like the beds here, so I am gonna move them. One of them, the other two. We're gonna put a box of food here next to the bed, and we're gonna get started. You want to start with the quest book. What you want to do first is pull this up, go to the instructor, and talk to her. And what she wants you to do first, just to kind of get used to how this works, send her a block of dirt. That kind of sucks here. There's a couple of the domes that really sucks because there's not much dirt. Well, this is one of them. There's actually more dirt here than you think because there's this compressed dirt. Each one of these blocks is actually 9 pieces of dirt that you can break apart. But we're going to send her the dirt. You hit manual submit, sends her the dirt. See, it's gone. You claim your reward. Now it gives you better reputation for the thing. So now you're at 1. That comes in important when you're talking to the supplier, because asking for stuff lowers your reputation. And Of course, the first thing she tells you to do is go ask for a sapling. Now, they're not going to beat you up over the sapling, so there's no plus or minus to this. But then you get your first sapling, and it's getting dark already. Oh, wait, I gotta have that. She wants to see that you have the sapling. There's a difference between the two things. There's the sometimes it'll say manual submit, and sometimes it just detect. You just need to do a manual detect to say, oh, I have that. And she gives you a bunch of bone meal. Now I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna take a nap real quick. And go back at it. All right, so now I have this, and she is going to do two things here. Now I have two quests I can do with her. One of them, oh, I got to do this first. I got to make a crafting table. And this is why they give you the bone meal. You should not cut down that tree. I think you can take some of the wood off of it, but just to be safe, I would just leave it alone 100% until later in the game. On this map, later on you'll have other options to deal with the blight, but for now, just want to leave that be. Now, I need to make sure I get another sapling here. If I don't, then we start a world of hurt. Not many options for getting saplings again. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is bad. Oh, there's one finally. Oh, I got two. Alright. Alright. That's good. I'm not gonna die. Alright, we're gonna use this. We're gonna make the crafting table. Tell her I have the crafting table. And then this is a repeating thing that you can do every day. It's actually more like twice a day, I think. But they'll give you 7 free bone meal every day. But next thing that they do want you to do after that is you need to make, using Tinker's construct mod, you need to make a wooden mattock and a wooden pickaxe, and you can do it this way. Go through this tutorial and it'll give you well, this gives you plus 18 and this gives you, I think, like plus 8, so you miss out on like 10 reputation if you have to go through the tutorial part. So I'm gonna show how to do that real quick. Okay, so first thing you need to do is you need to make some sticks. Put the sticks in here. Put these in here. Make a blank pattern. I am going to need my crafting table. We'll craft back here. I'm going to change that into a crafting station, which is better. Alright. You want to make a chest. You want to take your one log. Don't break one of the logs. Don't turn it into planks, because that gives you your part builder. You want to take your chest. You want to put a blank pattern over the top of that. That gives you your pattern chest. The last thing you need is a crafting table. Put that back in, make a crafting station, and you put a blank pattern over that, and you get a tool station. And that's the basic items that you need. You can also make a stencil, or stencil table, but you don't need to. Now, the trick is you want to put your pattern chest down, put your let's see, the part builder next to the pattern chest, and put your tool station down. And what you do is, now I need more wood. So, bone meal again. There we go. Still a little nervous about not getting saplings, so I'm probably going to. I didn't grab that one log, and I thought maybe it landed in the water and floated away. I'll get upset. Let's see here. Still worried about not getting enough saplings. I'm sure there'll be a point here when I have like 1,000 saplings and be using them for fuel in the furnace or something, but now, yeah. I wouldn't mind getting an apple or two, too. Some good, easy, lucky food to get. Kind of need food a lot in this game. It does the... I'll have to show you later, but it has a mod on here that changes how food works. You can only eat food so many times in a row before it loses its ability, like your character gets sick of it or something. I'm not entirely sure how it works. But if you're making a matic, you need these 4 things. You need a binding pattern, shovel head, axe head, and a pickaxe pattern. Put them here. You put your material, whatever you're going to make, here. You pull one out. Put your axe head up here. Boom. Shovel head up here. Boom. Binding pattern up here. That one gives you have to take the stick too. Get my back. Alright, so now I have that. Then you go to the tool station. And then you can see over here it's got all the different things you can make. From throwing knives to battle signs to frying pan that you can beat people up with, 3 different kinds of swords, a dagger, all the tools. So there are no hoes. You don't need a hoe. The mattock works as a hoe. I think the shovel does too. Just right click with it instead of left clicking normally would. Okay, and the wood pickaxe. This one you just match up the shapes. Click on what you want, match up the shapes, put them in there. And now, bingo. I'm gonna get 18 right there. Okay. So we've got that. They give you a book, classical tools and weapons. It just gives you, here's how you can make other things. It tells you what you can use without using this, the Tinker's Construct. These are actually kind of useful. Now, still no apple, huh? Nope. Alright, so you have to use a pickaxe on these compressed dirts. Pick these up. Put them in. And I'm gonna dig up regular dirt. I could have left that one. That one too. That one. Stay, that one stay. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of clay here. Put my dirt in so I can start a farm. It's gonna now I wouldn't worry so much about like creatures getting in there. I think the water will keep them out. That flow of water will keep them out, so I wouldn't worry about it. But it's possible, I guess. I wouldn't break too much of the glass unless you have something to block it up with. You're not going to see zombies. You're not going to see skeletons. You're not going to see creepers. None of that stuff shows up until, well, later on. From what I understand, you have to clear a sizable area of ground of this taint because the monsters won't spawn in, the mobs won't spawn in unless the ground is clear. So that's what you want to do. Alright, so I'm going to make this little farm here. Little farming area. And you may have noticed I don't have any grass. I can't bone meal it. I can't get seeds that way. So for the moment, the only way I can get seeds, get some free clay, is to go to the supplier and request them. And he's going to send me a seed bag, which is just going to have something in it. It might be a seed, it might be a tree, like a walnut tree or something, but we got parsnip. I don't think it ever sends you anything like barley or anything like that. So like if you have the Matic, you can right click and plant. I don't think it ever sends you barley. I don't think it ever sends you just regular wheat seed or anything like that. You have to get those from the grass, but it will give you other seeds. And you can do that fairly often. See, I can already do it again. Let's see what we got this time. And I got a 10 ore berry bush, which is good, but not useful right now. Uh-oh, I'm about to get stuck in the glass, I think. Ooh, lucky me. Alright. Another thing that you need to do is see, the next thing that she wants you to do back here is to get a flint pickaxe head. Show her that. Make them some bread, but not primitive bread. And what that means is you have to make the bread not with putting 3 wheat in a row or 3 barley in a row in a crafting table. You have to do the whole thing with making a mortar and pestle. You need to grind it up into flour. You got to then cook the flour into bread. Primitive bread is the other thing, and they don't want that. They're not happy with that. So what I need to do is I need to try to find some gravel. There's some coal. And this is why you need flint, is because you need, if you see up here at the top, it says harvest level hard non-metal. That's flint. There might be other things that are hard non-metal, but as far as I know, it is just flint. And wood and stone are considered soft metal, or soft non-metal. I don't know why, but it is. And I broke my pickaxe, so how do you fix it? Toss it up here, throw a stick or a plank in with it, it's fixed. That's why Tinker's Construct is kind of nice. And there's a piece of gravel. But I don't have any flint out of it yet. There wasn't any more right there. Alright, so we're gonna get our flint here somehow. Do the old trick of breaking the gravel till it turns into flint. Oh. There it is, flint. That's all we need. Need to come over here. Get your pickaxe head again. Flint in. Flint pickaxe head. These things give you different stats. So can use like a stone binding. You can use like a stone handle. I don't suggest it. Stone handles are actually pretty terrible. You can do like this tool rod pattern, make a stone one. The reason why stone is terrible is if you see it says durability modifier 0.6 times, which means that you're only going to get 60% of the durability of that item if you put a stone tool rod on it, which isn't very useful. So for now, I would just use wood. Wood is kind of the way of doing it. I don't need to make a tool rod, but I did, I guess. You come back here again, click on this. Oh, no, I don't want to do that yet. I want to show where I have the pickaxe head. Boom. Next thing she wants is she wants you to make a copper pickaxe, and these you can make in the normal Minecraft way, 3 copper and 2 sticks. I'm gonna get this book too. This tells you, gives you a little map, shows you where to find different ores and materials. Certain things will not unlock until you have something that will mine them. So there, and flint pickaxe. I'm gonna put this book away for now, but we'll probably use that later. Let's go down here and get some. And I'll show you some other things that they do in the quest book, some other things that you will be doing that are fairly easy to do, as far as helping you get reputation so that you can use the supplier. And that's kind of the whole thing there. That's how it all gets balanced out. Reputation versus, you know, you get it down here too far, get down to canceled. Get all the way up here, and then they're like, oh yeah, this is great. Doing quests will give you that. Supplier is going to take them away, but he's necessary. He's very necessary. I can do it again already. Nice. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I'm not complaining though. Alright, seed bag. We got another parsnip, and we got a chestnut sapling. Probably not going to use that chestnut sapling yet. The heck? Yeah. That. And a chest. No. I need one. And one of the cool things is that if you put a chest next to your crafting station, the chest shows up here. So you can just fill it with your building materials, crafting materials, and it's just going to it'll be right there at hand. Now we're going to plant the parsnip, but we're not going to plant that tree yet. Like I said, better places to put that tree. In here, it gets really crowded really fast, especially when you start planting chestnut trees and pistachio trees and date trees, and pretty soon you don't have room to move. We don't want that. Now, we have a problem. I can't get any animals in here. I kind of need grass to, well, to have sheep. I need grass on the ground, and I don't have a grass block anywhere. So I'm going to show you how to solve that. If you start here, I'm going to show you how to solve it. And this may be the only way to solve it regardless of where you start. If you start in the desert biome, there's another option. There's a place in the desert, there's an oasis you can go to that has a lot of green grass, and you could get your seeds from there, put your animals there. But for now, there's this ship, and it's right here. Like, they didn't put it very far away. I think they knew that you had to have it. It's kind of the point. And there's even a pig on it. Well, I don't think I can get him back to my base, but I can eat him. So probably gonna kill that poor piggy. Right, oh, there's 2 of them. It's nice. Lots of ham. Get that. And I mean, I'm gonna break those leaves. I said leave those trees alone, but we need food. Alright, so here we are. Here's another teleport beacon. This is actually one of the scout locations, not one of the first ones. First ones are going to be, I'm going to get another one of these, is clear off over that way. They always go in the same order. It doesn't matter where you start. But you've got shimmerleaf flowers. These are important later on. And these ethereal blooms are important all the time. There's 2 of them here. Pretty much all these scout locations, there's at least 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, depending on the location. But I can take these, and what they do is the ethereal blooms will actually clean the taint up, and I'll show you that when we go back here. But first, another piece of dirt, and there it is, the grass block. All right, get our silverwood saplings. We're not going to plant those yet. We're going to take all these arcane blocks. These I think are important later on when you're dealing with Thomecraft. See, pistachio sapling, great. We're going to get this door. We're going to loot this place for everything we can. This journal note, I have to reach a certain point, get a translation device, and the only way to get that is from the Jaded. There's a quest you have to do, and you can get translation devices, but we're a ways away from that yet. Okay, take the desk too, why not? What am I doing? We're gonna take this chest. And these things, these paving stone of warding, now I'm gonna get it because I get it? Where'd it go? Oh boy. It's still on the ship, isn't it? Usually it falls down that hole and I have to go chase after it. Yeah, one time. Those, if you put them down and they're not covered by this fibrous taint, will actually keep monsters and mobs from crossing it. So you can actually put this down, like say break a hole in your dome and put the paving stone of warding down, and monsters can't cross it. These sheep do not like to go in the water. If they get in the water, they'll come after you, but they don't like to go in it. So you can see him kind of there. He's pretty gross. Alright, so I told you I'd show you what these ethereal blooms do. Get back to camp here. Put a door in so I don't have to do this again. This is why I say I wouldn't worry about things getting in here. The chickens will come after you in the water. The chickens are terrifying. They're fast and terrifying. You're just being a jerk now. I'm gonna kill you. This can actually start another quest once I kill him. Oh, he didn't drop anything. Well, that's alright. I'm gonna show you what these do. Alright, so you see all this terrible stuff around here. We're gonna throw that down. Right there. I'm actually gonna go over here to our good buddy Wacky Waving Arm Flailing Inflatable Tube Man, because I don't like him being right there. I'm gonna put that down. That's gonna clean the taint. It's about within like 8 blocks, I think it is. Basically where the light shines, it'll clean the taint up. So it's actually gonna kill that thing. See how he's smoking right now? He's got potion effects on him. He's dying right now. And he's going to die. Oh, not yet. He's gonna get hit again here in a minute. This will kill him. See how this stuff's getting lighter. It's changing color. Oh, there he goes again, smoking. So he's gonna die. And this is really, for a while, this is gonna be the only way you have cleaning up any taint. And and that's a big deal, especially when you're like mining and you break into like mine shaft or a cave. You need a way to get it taken care of, to clean this stuff up, because it's gonna get you otherwise. Let's see if I can go out there and get the last hit in, or at least loot what he drops if he dies first. As long as I stay off of the taint, really can't hurt me. Oh, unless I get too close. I don't know if you saw, but if you looked, he was actually hurt. Okay, so you see that thing? He dropped the fiber taint tendril. Quickly, after picking it up, go to the xenobiologist. Turn that in. Now, if you hold on to it, it will fade away, and then what will happen is it will, it'll poison you. It'll give you taint poison, and you'll lose the item anyway. So that's kind of why it's there. First thing is to get like 3 of these and 5 of those, and then you can just kind of turn them in with impunity and do it over and over again. As you kill different monsters, you can come in here and it'll give you a little conversation about each of these items, like the sheep. Every time it stops to eat grass, it just puts more of that gunk on the ground. So you want to try to keep them out of the areas that you've already cleaned, because otherwise they'll put more gunk down and it'll spread and everything else. So I can claim that and get me 4 off of that. The tainticle. Some of the smaller ones under the ground. And like I said, don't stand on the purple biomass. It won't hurt you. So. Okay, well, done a lot here. I'm gonna call a break, and then I'll be back here in the next episode and show you some more. So see you next time.